All right, I want to show you this here. This is Fat of Sustainable Living, and this is the cost savings for making yogurt over Costco. So basically, a gallon of milk works out to be about $2.54 a gallon. You get two for $5, and ultimately, if you buy 64 ounces, which would be a gallon, would be $12.79. So basically, it's cost to be $2, and let's say 50 cents for the power. For what would cost $12. So that's a savings of $10. Okay, how am I making the yogurt? Really simple. This is a water bath. And what I've done here is I've taken this stand, which is actually for the microwave, right? And I'm using this as a stand so that the milk is not touching the bottom of the water bath. This is just a water bath. I am now warming the water up. It's getting to a good temperature. Right? I don't even have yogurt in here yet. I want to warm up the water first. Now I could do a couple things. Now understand I'm using fresh yogurt, fresh milk. This has been pasteurized. There should be no microorganism in here whatsoever. The top is still on, and ultimately I'm warming it up. And I don't need a thermometer. You don't need a thermometer. All you need is put your hand in the water. And if it feels hot, like a really nice hot bath, then it's perfect temperature. Now, I want to talk about what I'm doing here. Notice that some of the milk is out of the water. Well, what does that do? It creates a convection. The milk's going to come up here. It's going to cool off a little bit, and it's going to go back down. You're going to get convection in here, right? So even if this water gets a little bit too hot, like I put it in here, and it's like, wow, this is too hot for a bath, and I pull my hand out, I can keep my hand in it for maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds, but then it gets too hot, the water's too hot. So what happens is this area down here is actually getting pasteurized. This area here is going to stay cooler and probably survive. So it's a little safety mechanism I developed in order to help preserve. Now, ideally, I don't like the idea of making yogurt in plastic. I'm not getting the water so hot. It's not cooking the plastic. It's warming it up a little bit, but it's not hot enough in order to have it give off chemicals, right? It's only getting to around 45 degrees Celsius, which is about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, or whatever, 100 and I don't know the conversion is, but ideally, why do I do it this way? One is this becomes yogurt, right? I'm not, every time I move the milk from one place to another, there's a risk of contamination, so I'd rather keep it in the container. You can do this with a paper carton, and ultimately, and all you do is you're going to set it down. I've got it on a 2 right now, so I will get this slightly like a really, really nice hot bath, and then what I'm going to do is cover it with a blanket. Wrap it around and just let it be. And that point is when I add the yogurt to it. So making yogurt is really that simple. It's so simple. And the cost savings, now I understand we go through a lot of yogurt here at the house, probably close, I don't know, Drew can, but I'm thinking probably about $3,000 worth of yogurt a year. That's how much that's how much savings we make by doing it my way, about $3,000. And ultimately, we can always make yogurt if we run out. As long as we have some, we can make some. And the cool thing here is that as you squeeze out this yogurt and you leave the yogurt in there, all I need to do is take the new gallon of milk, pour it in there, squish it around, put it into the water bath, and I don't even have to need yogurt anymore. So each container becomes the yogurt for the next batch. So it's that cool. And the cool thing is once I get my herbs going and everything else in the garden, then I can make my herb sweetener. And once I have the herb sweetener, I can make mint yogurt. I can make bergamot yogurt. I can make thyme yogurt and basil yogurt and you name it, herb yogurt. I can make a multi-tasting herb yogurt. So then I start wowing people, because when you have that yogurt and you're like, wow, this is bergamot, and bergamot is great yogurt for fighting cold. So if some people are sick, I'll start making bergamot yogurt, which is bee-bomb, and so on. I can make citrus, well, I don't know if citrus yogurt because of the citrus in there. Maybe I can make biwa, who knows. There's so many different things you can do, and the adventure is just starting. My name is Michael Trout. If you like this video, consider becoming a patron of foundups.com. Click foundups.com, click join, and as little as $1 a month. All my videos are ad-free, and they're supported by patrons like you. By becoming and joining Foundups, actually a lot of benefits. You're helping us launch this new startup idea of mine called Foundups, and it's basically a decentralized startup for saving our planet. And I hope that you will join us in bringing it about. Only with your support is Foundups going to happen. Thanks. I just realized I made a mistake. It's not 3,000 a year. That's 3,000 a course of 10 years, about $300. Still, $300 a year is pretty good, right? But if I ran it for 10 years, it'd be about $3,000. Still pretty cool.